General Director of International Cultural Affairs of the Ministry of European and International Affairs, Ambassador Christoph von Hohenstein, dear ambassadors and representatives of the diplomatic corps, dear civil and official society representatives, dear viewers following us today from all over the world, welcome to the 10th edition of the Intercultural Achievement Award. My name is Maria Hamer. I'm a journalist at the Austrian Broadcasting Corporation, and I will be your master of ceremony tonight. An amazing word for what I'm doing. Over the next 1.5 hours, we will be awarding 5 international and 2 national prizes. And we have just heard an amazing young musician. We had the pleasure to listen to a dance for a solo suite from Johann Sebastian Bach, and the artist is Flora Geiselbrecht. She is a violinist, vocalist, composer, improviser, harpist, lyricist, and she's part of the 2023-24 selection of the New Austrian Sound of Music New Talent Program. She has completed studies in classical, contemporary, and jazz viola, as well as composition and improvised music. After winning several compositions and scholarships in Austria, she also won the International Composition for Soloists, the Berlin Prize for Young Artists 2021. With her program for viola and voice, as well as the recording prize by French label Out There Music, and in her own compositions, Flora Geiselbrecht merges her various knowledges and skills in new music, folk, jazz, improvisation, composition, and poetry. I think we should give her another round of applause. We will hear more of her and her sister and her friends later on. But let's start with a brief introduction video on the Intercultural Achievement Award.
Intercultural dialogue allows us to prevent ethnic, religious, linguistic, and cultural divides and to deal with our different identities constructively and democratically on the basis of shared universal values. The Intercultural Achievement Award was launched in 2014. It recognizes outstanding projects worldwide in the following categories: sustainability, recent events, innovation, media, and technology. For Austrian civil society organizations, it offers special awards for integration and Best Austrian Project. The Intercultural Achievement Award aims at identifying best practices, enhancing recognition of intercultural projects locally, and enabling the emergence of new international civil society networks. The Intercultural Achievement Award, honoring organizations that make a difference.
The Intercultural Achievement Award. I now kindly ask General Director for International Cultural Affairs of the Ministry of European and International Affairs, Ambassador Christoph Thun Hohenstein, to come up on stage. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Maria, for the kind introduction. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Your Excellencies, Director General Martin Kindl of the Federal Chancellery, distinguished representatives of our partner institutions, distinguished laureates, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you and all the viewers that are following us via live stream to the 10th edition, this has already been mentioned, of this important award. We are very happy to have as a special guest the winners of the Intercultural Achievement Award 23, coming from Argentina, Benin, Ethiopia, North Macedonia, and the Philippines. The importance of intercultural dialogue cannot be overstated. Hence, it comes as no surprise that intercultural and interreligious dialogue is a pillar of Austrian foreign policy. And when I speak of intercultural dialogue, I always mean it also includes interreligious dialogue, of course. It is our firm belief that dialogue provides a valuable contribution to creating more inclusive societies and living peacefully together. A dialogue based on mutual respect and openness can also be a useful instrument both to build and maintain peace. Just last weekend, we have witnessed the total opposite of everything we all stand for. A heinous attack by the terrorist organization Hamas on Israel. Austria and the European Union have condemned this barbaric act in the strongest possible terms and have expressed their solidarity with Israel. Our hearts are with the families that are mourning their loved ones. Our societies are facing mega challenges today. Think about armed conflicts, but also climate change, discrimination, inequality, to name just a few. And these are not challenges that can be solved alone. We need to work together, global North and global South, state and civil society, and all of us individuals. Encouraging and fostering such cooperation was a key priority when creating the International Cultural Achievement Award, the Intercultural Achievement Award in 2014. We want to highlight and honor groundbreaking initiatives that contribute to innovative solutions for our times. In this context, from a Roman Catholic perspective, let me also quote His Holiness Pope Francis, who reminds us in his brand new apostolic exhortation, Laudate Deum, that there are no lasting changes without cultural changes, without a maturing of lifestyles and convictions within societies, and there are no cultural changes without personal changes. The importance of intercultural creativity and innovation cannot be overstated. Over the last 10 years, substantial funding has been provided by the Austrian Foreign Ministry and its partners to outstanding intercultural projects around the world, assisting them to continue their valuable work. In 2021, we introduced new categories such as a focus on sustainability and environment, as well as technology. We also created a website that provides information and contact details on the winning projects so that these best practices may inspire other people and organizations around the world. It's all about inspiration. This year, we received twice as many applications as last year, reaching a record number of 364 submissions. The Intercultural Achievement Award is gaining more and more interest, and that's a great thing. The winning projects in 23 have a strong focus on women, youth, education, and peacefully living together, and all come from countries that are winning for the first time, including 2 from Africa. In view of the many outstanding applications, we increased our recognition awards this year from 3 to 5, going to civil society projects on several continents. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of intercultural cooperation and communication cannot be overstated. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our partners and sponsors, the Future Fund of the Republic of Austria, the Austrian Development Agency, the Austrian Integration Fund, as well as the Federal Chancellery, for the continued commitment and contributions. We hope that the Intercultural Achievement Award will continue to lend support to best practice initiatives worldwide, lead to personal growth, and promote tolerance and respect on a global level. Please spread the word about tonight's winning projects and connect in all directions. Together we can make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Ambassador Thun Hohenstein. And now we're going to start with the International Awards for the Intercultural Achievement Award 2023. As we have already seen in the video, it's 5 categories for the international section: sustainability, recent events, innovation, media, and technology. We start with the category sustainability.
The project School Plastic Free Movement by the NGO Friends of Education is operating in the primary school Živko Brajkovsk in Skopje in North Macedonia. It intends to raise awareness for recycling plastic through the building of new musical instruments and to support intercultural communication with music lessons. Under the slogan Collect, Sort, Renew, Reuse, students and teachers transform everyday items like plastic bottles and packaging into instruments, advancing a deeper understanding of sound and instrument mechanics. With 83 students participating, including those from diverse ethnic and linguistic backgrounds and different grade levels, this project promotes collaboration and cultural education. The project School Plastic Free Movement receives the Sustainability Award for its creative approach to a more sustainable future and for enabling students to build friendships and achieve common goals by bridging language barriers and strengthening intercultural understanding.
I now ask Ambassador Christoph Thun Hohenstein and the Friends of Education representative Elena Apostolowska and Javier Saracini to come on stage. stay here, and congratulations again. We are introducing a new thing this year, 10th anniversary. We have asked the prize winners to come up with an object from their home countries that is representing their project. So may I ask you to show us what you have brought and to introduce your project briefly.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, tonight I'm not just holding maracas, I'm holding a symbol of unity and change. Music has a unique ability to connect people regardless of their faith, culture, age, or language. Imagine a world where kids from different backgrounds coming together to make music from plastic waste, all while taking a stand against the menace of plastic pollution. That's our project. Together, we transform waste into music, misunderstanding into understanding, and division into harmony. Thank you for believing in our movement. Our journey continues, and with every note we play, we're harmonizing the awareness for a more cleaner, united, and sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how you feel, but this gives me goosebumps. It's really impressive. We move on to our next category, and that is recent events.
The project Community Dialogue for Social and Behavioural Change to Abandon FGM and Child Marriage, initiated by Light for Eve, focuses on addressing issues related to female genital mutilation and child marriage in the northeastern part of the Amhara region, as well as neighbouring districts of the Afar and Tigray regions in Ethiopia. For the project, a range of strategies are employed, such as engaging diverse groups and collaboration with community organisations, clan representatives, elders, school clubs, religious institutions, and social networks. In addition, print materials and mobile messages disseminate information and encourage participation. The project Community Dialogue for Social and Behavioural Change to Abandon FGM and Child Marriage deserves the Recent Events Award for fostering open dialogue, promoting understanding, and working on positive change to eradicate FGM and child marriage. Their inclusive approach encourages individuals from different backgrounds to come together, share perspectives, and work towards ending these harmful practices.
I now ask the representative of the Austrian Development Agency, Dr. Günther Schall, and the Light for Eve representative, Alemne Tadele, to come on stage. The Austrian The Austrian Development Agency, the operational unit of Austrian Development Cooperation, is one of the three sponsors of the Intercultural Achievement Award, as already mentioned. And to combat poverty, ensure peace, and preserve the environment in order to improve living conditions in developing countries, Austrian Development Agency is funding about 560 projects with a total volume of over 720 million euros. Together with the Federal Ministry for European and International Affairs, partner countries, public institutions, civil society organizations, and the private sector, the Austrian Development Agency seeks to ensure that sustainable development work to be to the benefit of all people in many places around the world. And in Amhara, one of Ethiopia's most vulnerable regions, Austrian Development Cooperation addresses discriminatory and disempowering social norms and practicing as conditions to end poverty and food insecurity. So you can see the Light for Eve project and Austria's long-standing commitment go hand in hand. A long introduction for the very important act of now handing over this amazing prize. I can hold it for you. Oh. And thank you very much for also bringing an item from back home and explaining about its meaning.
So I'm honored to receive the Intercultural Achievement Award. Tonight I brought a piece of fabric that has a great symbolic significance for the works that we do. It is a traditional waistband for women called Mekannet in Amharic. It is important because women hold their money with it, and this signifies women economic empowerment, financial freedom, and their contribution that they can make to the family and the society. In its literal meaning, it also implies protection, getting prepared for whatever the challenges they face. But it has also a dark meaning in connection with the traditional saying called Mekannet Shinfichu in Amharic, or just untie your mekannet or your waistband to imply to impose some pressures on families to marry their daughters of the soonest possible time so that they will not fall into a bad luck of not securing marriage. So our organization works to anti these notes as we work to anti the social norms that perpetuate violence against women and gender inequality. So it symbolizes our journey from tying the destiny of girls and women into a piece of fabric to empowerment so that they can determine their own future, their own destiny. So we hope our work will continue with this award be an inspiration, and we will solve the problems of our society through structured community dialogue, shaping social norms.
Congratulations again. Congratulations. What a very important field you are working in. The next category is innovation.
The initiative Tekomboe Tekoa, Community Education in Bilingual Intercultural Schools, known as Wanderschule, by the organization Escuelita Ambulante Caminos de Tiza, is a mobile educational institution that aims to address the educational and developmental needs of children and adolescents in 14 rural areas and indigenous communities throughout Argentina. Specifically targeting those with disabilities, developmental difficulties, and learning disabilities, the project focuses on areas that face various social challenges, such as smuggling, drug trafficking, and human trafficking, particularly in border regions. Furthermore, it promotes healthcare services and assistance for social integration. By bringing education directly to the communities, the mobile nature of the initiative ensures that even those in remote areas can access the resources and support they need. The Tekomboe Tekoa Community Education in Bilingual Intercultural Schools is awarded the Innovation Award due to its comprehensive approach, which aims to create a positive and inclusive learning environment, empowering vulnerable individuals, including indigenous communities, to overcome challenges and reach their full potential.
So we have the project Tekomboe of the Anna Lindh Foundation. The Anna Lindh Foundation is a network of civil society networks which now brings together over 4,000 member organizations in the Euro-Mediterranean region to exchange ideas, work together on issues, and initiate new projects. They are partnering with the Austrian Network Tomorrow to organize an exchange between the award winners and Austrian civil society organizations, and hope that it will result in new cooperations. And I would now like to ask the Austrian coordinator of the Anna Lindh Foundation, Sophie Reichelt, and the Argentinian representative of the project Tecomboe Tecoa, Community Education in Bilingual Intercultural Schools, Julio Pereira, to come on stage. Congratulations. Congratulations, and you've also been bringing something from all the way from Argentina.
Yeah.
What is it? Please, the floor is yours and the mic is here.
In Argentina, guardapolvo. Medic and teachers and students, white guardapolvo. Yes?
The mic is here so that the people...
Yeah? Please tell me.
It's been recorded, the live stream, perhaps.
Yeah. In Argentina, guardapolvo. White guardapolvo, medic, teachers, students. Health, education, right. Yes? In school, one children, one guardapolvo. It's document, vaccine, it's symbol, different cultures, different language, one symbol. Thank you.
Congratulations, he came all the way from Argentina. Our next category, international prize categories, is media.
The project She Talks Peace, initiated by the Philippine Center for Islam and Democracy, is an impactful podcast that focuses on women, peace and security, and amplifies the vital contributions of female peace builders in the Philippines and worldwide. Podcasts are a powerful tool for spreading information. She Talks Peace provides a valuable platform for learning and knowledge sharing, allowing listeners of different ages, cultures and religions to gain insights and perspectives from women with direct experience in peace building. She Talks Peace deserves the Media Award for creatively utilizing the medium of podcasts to promote insightful conversations, thus shedding light on the challenges women are confronted with and their unwavering commitment to women's rights and the pursuit of lasting peace.
The Catholic Women's Movement, Katholische Frauenbewegung, supports women's projects in the Global South through its Family Fasting Day campaign, den Aktion Familienfasttag, so that women can shape their lives in a self-determined way and advocates for peace, cultural diversity and interreligious dialogue. This year, they are supporting a project in the Philippines, and I would now ask the president of the Catholic movement, Women's Movement in Austria, Angelika Ritter-Grepel, and the representative of the Philippine Center for Islam and Democracy, Mrs. Amina Rasul Bernardo, to come up on stage. You have brought an item that you are already wearing back home from the Philippines. Please tell us more about it.
First, thank you so much for this rare honor of awarding the She Talks Peace podcast. I chose this malong or tajung first because it is a beautiful symbol of my people. This is hand-woven traditional textile from the Muslim region of the Philippines. Second, I chose this because it signifies equality. Both men and women wear it. This is how men wear it. Third, during times of war, armed conflict, disasters, women transform this. It can become a blanket. It can become a tent for privacy. Or it can become a cradle where you can carry your babies to safety. I chose this because, like our podcast, all the different threads combined in unity becomes a beautiful pattern. And in our podcast, we combine the voices of these peace builders from all over the world, especially women. And they show us how beautiful the world can be if only we had peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your touching words and congratulations. To finalize the international categories, we do that with technology.
The project Hovivi, the Transformative Lyrics, initiated by the RIPAC SG Benin organization, harnesses storytelling and the oral tradition to stimulate intercultural dialogue and peace building between Muslim nomadic herders and Christian settled farmers. As deadly conflicts arise from land use disputes in Benin, the initiative seeks to raise awareness of coexistence, reconciliation, and peace among children from the marginalized ethnic groups. Through storytelling, social problems are addressed and relationships between herders and farmers are enhanced. The project Hovivi, the Transformative Lyrics, is granted the Technology Award because of its emphasis on active community involvement and its recognition of the therapeutic role of storytelling in conflict resolution. By combining intergenerational and multicultural learning, the project uses the ancient art of storytelling as a catalyst to tackle complex issues and promote living together in peace.
The Fund of the Republic of Austria is a strong supporter of the Intercultural Achievement Award. The fund subsidizes scientific and pedagogical projects which foster tolerance and mutual understanding, as well as projects that investigate and counteract anti-Semitic, extremist, fundamentalist, xenophobic, and totalitarian tendencies and threats. I now ask the General Secretary of the Austrian Future Fund, Frau Magister Anita Dumfat, and the Benin representative of Hovivi, the Transformative Lyrics, Mr. Zadok Ange Humbati, to come on stage. Congratulations. The floor is yours.
Mesdames et messieurs, ceci, c'est le symbole de Hovivi. Il représente la parole contée qui, une fois dite, traverse l'esprit et provoque une transformation positive dans la tête des hommes et des femmes qui l'écoutent pour que triomphe le vivre ensemble. Le vivre ensemble dans la diversité des cultures, puisque les guerres prenant naissance dans l'esprit des hommes, c'est dans l'esprit des hommes que doivent être élevées les défenses de la paix. C'est ça, Hovivi, notre projet, la parole transformatrice. Merci.
Thank you. I may just quickly translate that into English for those of you that this wonderful symbol that he had is the symbol of Hovivi, and it represents the spoken word which, once spoken, crosses the mind and brings about a positive transformation in the minds of men and women, so that living together in the diversity of culture triumphs. Since wars begin in the minds of man, it is in the minds of man that the defenses of peace must be constructed. This is the basis of our project, Hovivi, the word that transforms. A big applause to Benin. Congratulations. And before we start and go and look at the Austrian prize winners, the floor is for a musical intermezzo, not only by Flora Geiselbrecht, but also with her, she is performing together with her sister Camilla.
Welcome everybody. Hello. Hello. Welcome everybody. You have heard me play the viola before, and for those of you who might not know what that is, I mean, I think you have seen that it's a little bit like a violin, just a little bit bigger and a little bit lower. And like most violinists, I started, like most viola players, I started with playing the violin initially, but I changed to the viola when I was 15 because it just fit me better, and I liked the vibe of the viola players more than the violinists who are more competitive, and I liked the warmth of the sound. But now you will hear me play my second instrument, the harp, and I want to also introduce my sister Camilla to you. She's going to play the cello. Together we're the duo Mille Fleurs, and the song we're gonna play is called Astronaut Adventure, and it is the inspiration for it was when Camilla was babysitting a little girl in London, and the girl wrote a short story about a dog that goes to space, and there was one particular sentence that really caught her attention, and the sentence was, he lived on the moon, drank from the Milky Way, ate from the sun, and never died. And therefore, she wrote the lyrics for this song you're gonna hear now.
One would assume that he was blown, or might have flown, or even been thrown on the moon. It happened like this, that's how it was told, just blown like a kiss that's given untold. Isn't it bold that we withhold what we so greatly miss? He slipped on the moon, drank from the Milky Way, ate from the sun and never died. I beg you soon, if you will stay, leave me a crumb of what's inside. He stayed on the moon, drank from the Milky Way, ate from the sun and never died. I beg you soon, if you will stay, leave me a crumb of what's inside. The astronauts crashed into the walls he erected. Not just rockets were meshed, and all was rejected. They must have expected he'd be unprotected.
Thank you, Millefleur, Flora und Camilla Geiselbrecht. Wonderful piece of music. Now we will move on to the Austrian categories of the Intercultural Achievement Award. Can I help? And we start with a speech of Director General for Integration, Martin Kienl. May I kindly ask you on stage? The floor is yours. Thank you.
Dear Director General, Excellencies, dear award winners, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate the Federal Ministry for European and International Affairs on the 10th anniversary of the Intercultural Achievement Awards. I had the honor of accompanying this initiative from the very beginning, and I'm therefore all the more pleased that the Intercultural Achievement Award has become a permanent fixture and an essential component in the field of intercultural dialogue. Especially when we talk about integration, intercultural dialogue is an indispensable part of a comprehensive understanding of integration. As state representatives, we can offer programs and measures, and we have a dense network of integration offices in Austria. But without the support of civil society, that is of people who mostly care for immigrants in their immediate environment and who support them on their way in Austria, living together could not work. I'm therefore particularly pleased that the Intercultural Achievement Award is giving the opportunity to honor some of these outstanding initiatives. In addition to projects in the field of integration, this year, for the first time, the spotlight is also on the topic of promoting religious freedom. Well, we Austrians often tend to make ourselves look worse than we actually are. But especially in the field of interreligious dialogue, Austria does not need to hide. On the contrary, the way it is practiced in Austria can be an international model, and the Intercultural Achievement Award helps to promote this model around the world. In order to mark the 10th anniversary of this valuable prize, we have established 2 additional recognition prizes for specific projects in the field of religious policy. And with that in mind, I would like to briefly introduce and congratulate the following award winners. The Pasundan Christian Church Youth Interfaith Camp Project from Indonesia. This initiative organizes interfaith youth camps in West Java, bringing together young people and developing ideas for interfaith community building. And the second project is named Christian Youth in the Middle East by Pro Oriente Vienna. The project promotes exchange and dialogue between young people from the Middle East with different cultural, ethnic, and Christian denominational background. On this note, I would like to congratulate all prize winners and wish you a further exciting evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Director General. And let us now start with the Special Award for Integration and look at the video.
The project Respect from the organization Begegnung heute in Melk in Austria fosters integration and cultural exchange between locals and immigrants by encouraging participation in various cultural events, which seek to deepen the interaction and understanding between both groups. Additionally, the project provides support and guidance to immigrants in navigating administrative processes, such as dealing with authorities, accompanying them during doctor visits, and assisting with job applications. The project Respect is awarded the Special Award for Integration for its promotion of discussions on values, religions, and customs, thus encouraging dialogue and mutual respect. By facilitating these activities, the project strives to create a harmonious and inclusive community where diverse cultures can coexist and thrive.
I now ask Director General Kienl to come up on stage again and be accompanied by the representative of the Begegnung heute in Melk organization, Mrs. Elisabeth Merkinger. Please come up on stage. microphone is all yours.
Thanks. So first I must say thank you for my ghostwriter for these words, because last we decided to take this as an item, it's a key. So for our organization, Begegnung heute in Melk, we have chosen a key to represent our work and our goal. Open up things might be our motto. A key is a real item, is often the last thing refugees are holding in their hands when they leave their flats or houses. It stands for safety, privacy, family, and for home. So when they arrive in Austria, we want to give them a good start and help to get over some doorsteps, real ones, metaphorical, and bureaucratic ones. Language is an important key for integration and social participation. Therefore, we try to open up opportunities for them by organizing language classes to improve their chances to get a job or a good education or to manage everyday tasks. We try to open the social doors between refugees and the locals to build up new friendships and social neighborhoods. Events such as our communication cafe are important for this process. Like a key, our organization is small, but wants to be a useful tool of creating the feelings of being home, welcomed, and part of the community. Thanks.
Congratulations, what an important project. The next and last award is in the category Best Austrian Project.
The Hobby Lobby in Austria is an after-school program that offers free recreational courses to at-risk children, including those with migration and refugee backgrounds, providing opportunities for participation and combating poverty. The project combines sports, creativity, science, and foreign language learning, currently Turkish, Spanish, Korean, and English, empowering a significant number of children annually. The low threshold and monthly recurring format allows previously excluded individuals to access recreational education. The Hobby Lobby receives the Special Award for Best Austrian Project for enhancing intercultural competencies through training, fostering intercultural and interreligious dialogue, and for promoting openness and respect among diverse participants through peer-to-peer learning. Through exposure to different cultures, the young participants develop openness to new experiences and mutual respect.
The Austrian Integration Fund is the third sponsor of the Intercultural Achievement Award. The Austrian Integration Fund is a fund of the Republic of Austria which cooperates closely with the Federal Chancellery. The central focus of the work is to provide migrants with information and counseling services and the facilitation of integration and German courses. And I would now ask the representative of the Austrian Integration Fund, Mrs. Sarah Moorcock, and the representative of the Vienna Hobby Lobby organization, Mrs. Caroline Laudon, to come up on stage. Congratulations. The floor is yours, whatever you brought as an object.
Thank you very much, and thanks on behalf of the whole Hobby Lobby team for this prize. I have brought something with me which you might have already seen in the video. It's a spray can, and I brought it today because it was the first thing I thought of when thinking of the Hobby Lobby, for three reasons. Firstly, it's one of the most popular courses in the Hobby Lobby. It's street art, and it's been part of the program from the get-go, from the very beginning. Secondly, I had to think about Manu, who is now a young man, who's been part of this first course of the Hobby Lobby, and he wanted to sort of learn more. He wanted to evolve, and he asked us constantly, can he help? How can he do more? And this sparked an idea and has inspired us to start the Youth Leaders Program, which is a program geared towards the eldest children in the Hobby Lobby, and we educate them to become co-course instructors, passing on their previously acquired knowledge to the younger participants and becoming really close to life role models for them. And last but not least, the spray can is also part of our logo, representing kind of all the creative courses we have in the Hobby Lobby. On the opposite end, we have a basketball for all the sporting courses, and in between, the Hobby Lobby stands for everything else that fits into this bracket. So thank you very much.
Congratulations. Congratulations, a fabulous project. And now I would ask amazing Flora Geiselbrecht for her last performance within the frame of the gala. There'll be more later on.
Thank you. I have to prepare this microphone because maybe you remember in 2019 there was, no, 2020 there was lockdowns in this world, and this is when I started to play in duet with myself, so with my viola, and I started to compose pieces for viola and voice. And I consider myself an instrument in this project and my instrument a partner. And the piece you're going to hear is the first one that I wrote for my solo program. And it's called Grenzenlos, which translates to borderless or limitless. And I refer to the border between, or the limits between me and my instrument that really become one in this piece, and this is what I'm usually trying to achieve in this whole thing. But you can also try to hear other sorts of borderlessness in it.
Wow, thank you for this amazing performance. This brings us to the end of the official part of the evening and this year's Intercultural Achievement Award. Our heartfelt thanks go to the organizers, the Task Force Dialogue of Cultures at the Austrian Foreign Ministry. We also thank the team of Porgy and Bess for hosting us in this unique jazz club. And if you are interested in hearing more of Flora Geiselbrecht and her sister in duo Millefleur, sorry, I was with food already. Sorry, that'll be later. But they also have friends, as you see, more musicians up here as of 9 p.m. in a concert that can also be followed virtually on the live streaming channel of Porgy and Bess. I now say goodbye to our virtual viewers all over the world. Kindest regards from Vienna. It was lovely to have you. And if you want, just switch to the channel of Porgy and Bess for the concert later on. Now, before we enjoy special dishes, that is what I was talking about when talking about millefeuille and millefleur, from Argentina, Benin, Ethiopia, North Macedonia, and the Philippines, the country where our prize winners come from, I would like to invite Ambassador Thun Hohenstein, Director General Kienl, as well as the prize winners and laudators, and the team of the Task Force Dialogue of Cultures on stage for a final group photo to commemorate the Intercultural Achievement Award 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. Stay with us, talk, and enjoy this very, very special evening and occasion to talk to each other and to get to know each other. Thank you very much.